Happy Norm-11, everyone. I was hoping that I would be able to get to celebrate it with the traditional festivals of the exchanging of hot takes and enjoy prison Stalker Child with my friends and my family, along with handing out coarse grounded pepperoni. But unfortunately, I find myself having to be on a plane all day today. And so, needless to say, oh wait, god damn it, it's the 12th. I missed Norm-11 by 24 hours. It shows you how busy I've been. So anyway, I hope everyone had a pleasant Norm-11, and we shouldn't forget the meaning for the season, or the reason for the season, and that is that Patrick took it upon himself to unite the country and people from all different backgrounds, political, religion, and so on, and just act like a complete spur to them or to those people and unite everyone in their mutual disregard for Pat's commentary and views. Excuse me. I'm really, really sore from being in a plane. I was on a puddle jumper and I cannot fit in those fucking things. Oh, I'm back. But I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing all right. The move to Utah has been all right. But I'm in the deepest part of Mexico. Well, I should say Texas, but I'm so close to the Mexico border that it's like every 5 feet there's a immigration checkpoint. That's one of those things that I always laugh whenever I see Patrick hot take this. You'll see it where he's like, the Republicans are about to lose the Latino base because they're illegal immigration or whatever. And it's like, it's a prime example of how somebody like Patrick, because he can't speak Spanish, and he probably doesn't know any Spanish Americans at all. Like, Patrick can't seem to fathom that, like a third or fourth generation Latino American whose family's originally from Mexico or like been in the United States for even longer, that they don't identify with like Venezuelans illegally crossing the border. And for people that don't speak Spanish, it's pretty easy to tell like what part of Central and South America people are from by their accents and so on. So for like somebody like Patrick, it would be like, yeah, Pat, you might have somebody who's like from Ireland who speaks fluent English. You'll be able to tell that they're from Ireland, and they will not have necessarily the same values and so on as say a more mentally obese alcoholic from Wisconsin. But getting Pat to kind of understand those things is kind of beyond him. Because, for example, pretty much every single fucking um, border patrol checkpoint that I've been through two of them, getting from the airport to my hotel. I have not actually seen a single white guy. It's Latino Americans that do the border patrol job, the border patrol position and stuff. Now, if you go further, inland, that's when you'll start seeing more and more ICE guys that aren't necessarily like Latino American and stuff. But again, like somebody like Pat, he's not going to be able to tell the difference between like a Latino from Mexico and a Latina from Peru, which is just fucking wild to me. Like, for example, in North American Spanish, which I commonly jokingly call Chicano, in Chicano Spanish, the term pendejo is very, very negative. You can get your shit knocked out of you for using that term freely to the wrong person. Whereas in Peru and Argentina, it's considered to be a very friendly term. Yeah, I was doing a paper mill job in Chile one time, and I fixed something, and this old guy basically, he's like, "Hey, my little pendejo," in Spanish, and I completely froze. I was like, "What the fuck you mean by that, old man?" Like, I kind of, because I thought he was fucking with me, but I kind of, I was like, "Oh wait, that's right, I'm in Chile. That's your friendly term." Excuse me, I'm taking a fistful of pills. I finally was able to get my medical care started in the Utah Veterans Administration. So that meant I finally was able to get medication filled. Um, I don't know if my VA in my old state isn't allowed to ship my medication out of state or what. Rather annoyingly, they just never told me anything. So I have not had any of my arthritis meds, my cholesterol medication, and so on. When you're somebody as big as I am, even though I exercise like 4 days a week, uh, really, really tall guys, we tend to have heart issues and stuff. That's like one of our number one killers. Once you're over a certain height, that's usually what's going to kill you is your heart giving out. So I'm very glad I finally got that. So, anywho, I'm on the job site. Everything's going pretty well. Happy Norm-11. Um, I did see that Kirk got shot, or he got assassinated. Let's be real. That's exactly what happened. I don't know if did they find the guy yet, or whoever did it. It's kind of weird to see the FBI trying to ask for help. That is, well, I mean, they kind of always do that, but I don't know that that Patel guy or whatever that's the head of the FBI right now. He seems like a complete and fucking useless wanker. It could also be the fact, though, I just recently found out that my replacements, apparently there's three of them. It's three guys that they grabbed from the Hyderabad office to do my job that I used to do. I don't think any of them have ever seen a medium voltage drive before, and I don't know how on earth my idiot old boss thinks that he's going to be able to get them certified and authorized to go into secured sites and all. But again, I was working for an idiot in HR, so what the fuck does he know? If you ever want to hear me really go off on a rant, ask me about H-1B visas and how the whole system is rife with corruption and abuse. For example, I know for a fact that my company would have had to advertise my job for a certain period of time. They probably started that before they fired me. And I am 100% certain that they've been advertising it on through a company on specific websites and so on to ensure that no actual people see that the job opening exists. That way they can go to the federal government and be like, look, we have this job. We tried. And no one even applied to our newspaper flyer. And it's like, it's a newspaper flyer for like some fucking podunk or 4 horse town in Kansas or some shit. That's what all these fucking big companies are doing now, as a way to just basically screw Americans out of their jobs and to employ or exploit immigrant labor. H-1B visas really suck for those folks too, because they get a better life in the U.S. while they still have a job, but of course their employer can just really fuck with them the whole time. So it's rife with abuse. It shouldn't even be a fucking program that exists. But annoyingly, you can't even approach anyone about this because you'll get attacked from both sides of the political spectrum. All the conservatives that you see in Congress and shit that say that they're against this program, in reality, they're not. They're going to fucking protect it. Trump ran on ending the program, and he's already completely backtracked on that. Driving home the point that any of you out there thinks that there's a legitimate difference between left and right politics, Republican and Democrat, you live in a fantasy world. You live in a fantasy world. Like, I'm sorry, but The world is controlled by a certain group of people, and they don't give a shit about politics. These rich Congress members, all they care about is their investments. They're owned by big business, to the man and woman. They don't care the shit about their constituents. They never have. And it doesn't matter if they got an R behind their name or a D behind their name. In my mind, the only legitimate political view to have in America is cynicism. But this is taking a depressing turn, I guess. I'm not sure. Again, I hope you all have a pleasant Norm-11, even though I'm a day late. Y'all take care. Take care of each other. Ciao.